You want to keep him back as long as possible. Now, Jaedong is not getting the harass done that you would normally see on a Terran versus Zerg, or Jaedong versus Terran, because Jaedong simply can't find the space to move into the base. Flash has the whole right side of the expansion lined up with turrets. He has the top part of his main lined up with turrets, and he has a couple turrets by his barracks, where these Marines are constantly running back and forth. Flash is searching around the map with his SCV, trying to find that hatchery at the farther location. Flash already scanned the top right location, making sure that there was no hatchery going down there. And it is a little bit sneaky for Jaedong to be taking this bottom center expansion, because it's so close to Flash. I mean, all Flash has to do is run over this ridge. No, it's not a ridge. Run around this barrier and then up the ramp. And Flash scans it right there, sees the 4 lurkers, and knows that he needs to get up that ramp before those lurkers hatch. So Flash is going to be stimming, and Jaedong is going to be attacking as these Marines are helpless to really fight off. And Flash is being stalled there for a minute, and these Marines are taking serious tolls on these mutalisks. There is 5 or 6 Marines, and there the lurkers pop, and there's 4 lurkers taking down any Marines that were on top of that ramp, and Flash has to back away. It was good play by Jaedong, but at this point, in the current state of the game, you would normally see tanks being produced. At least I would think so, because SK Terran isn't as popular anymore as it used to be. So SK Terran used to be the traditional way to beat a Zerg, and that's going to be through irradiating every single unit that he has and keeping your science vessel alive. So here we have Flash just holding his ground outside of that base, making sure that Jaedong can't set up any kind of defensive perimeter right around Flash's front of his expansion. And Flash takes out a lurker without a single Marine dying right there, which is excellent play. So Jaedong is preparing for that push to the front of his base, and by making those unmorphed sunken colonies now, as soon as Flash puts some serious pressure and moves past that 3rd expansion, or at least around the 3rd expansion, Jaedong's definitely, like right now, Jaedong needs to be morphing those sunken colonies, which I'm sure he is, because it's Jaedong. I mean, Jaedong just has this sense, a kind of sense that Flash and Jaedong both have, which is the cheater sense. I mean, Jaedong's gonna have instinctual knowledge about what Flash is doing, what his plans are, and where he plans to go with it. It's almost like you can't get a surprise on either one of these players because of how they play. Flash is currently known for adapting to an opponent's play, and Jaedong is known for taking any weaknesses and adapting to that weakness. So really, these players are doing the same thing. And here the Mutalisks are inside Flash's main, taking out the Marines, but they are taking some serious tolls. They lost at least 5 or 6 Mutalisks, and the Mutalisks are trying to attack that science vessel, and it doesn't go down. That's going to be crucial in this game. Those first science vessels are the way that Flash is going to make his push, because he cannot get up this ramp without it. You have that factory flying in the air. It's not going to be able to produce tanks, and both Flash and Jaedong should understand that. Jaedong has his Queen's Lair up. The hive is being morphed, and Flash is trying to take out that Overlord, while Jaedong is producing a good mix of units. It seems like he's going for a little bit of Mutalisks, a little bit of Lurkers, a little bit of Lings, but that doesn't seem what's going to be most effective in this game, because Flash is simply going for 3 units: Science Vessels, Marines, and Medics. He hasn't really made anything else. He hasn't made anything else except for SCVs and those units. So it's going to be interesting whether Jaedong is going to be able to adapt to this, the one weakness that his opponent has, or if Flash is going to be able to take advantage of the style of game that Jaedong's playing right now. Now we see a lurker at the top of that ramp, and it wouldn't surprise me if there was not only a lurker, but a lurker underneath that lurker and a lurker underneath that lurker, because the only way that Flash is going to get up that ramp is by irradiating those lurkers. And when you have an irradiated lurker, the Science Vessels can't actually click on the lurkers that are underneath if there's lurkers stacked. He's only going to be able to, generally from what I understand, irradiate just that one lurker that's on top of the stack of lurkers. So Flash is, sorry about that. So Flash is moving up and just creating a wall of his units so that if Jaedong wants to get around to Flash's base, he has to go up around the map and then down where Flash is simply going to be able to backtrack and defend. There are a million units being made by Flash. Six bunkers are producing, 2 science ports. Only one science port is making a science vessel right there, and Flash is trying to figure out what point is the weak point. Where's Flash going to be able to attack without taking massive damage to his weak units? It seems like Jaedong really needs. Oh my goodness! There we have some Guardians going up. Did not see that happen. Didn't even notice that there wasn't a not an infestor, but a defiler den. And Flash is irradiating the hell out of those Guardians, and there's almost no chance as each Guardian is being annihilated the moment that it comes in contact with either the Marine or its irradiated itself. We have 2 Guardians in the back, and they are taking out Marines single-handedly, but really these drones, the base entirely is going to be going out. Looks like 6 Scourge right there popping out from the hatchery. Instantly dies. They're looking for one of those 5 or 6 science vessels. And here we have 5 lurkers at the bottom of the base. Flash needs to run those units up, except for he surrounds them, some from on top of the ramp and some from the side. And Jaedong is losing 2 hatcheries at the same time, two bases at the same time. And without a single science vessel killed there, you're gonna think that there's almost nothing that Jaedong can do at this point. And he GG's. Jaedong doesn't have Defiler Den. He doesn't have upgraded Lings. He probably didn't even have upgrades at all. So by Flash killing his 2 expansions, putting them on equal bases, and taking that lead in the units, there was almost no choice for Jaedong to do a last desperate retaliation. This was a great game, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to bring you more. Take care, guys.
네, 끊임없이 상대방을 의심을 하고 그 다음에 뭐 자신이 먼저 예상되는 지점에 해처리가 없다고 하더라도 끝끝내 해처리를 찾기 위한 노력이